The most important tool towards your weight loss journey and your health journey is going to be understanding your mindset, okay? I feel like we are as limited as our knowledge. Hey everyone, it's Monique for Nude. Welcome back to another video. So this week's video is going to be about my weight loss essentials. There are going to be 3 different categories, which are diet, fitness, and supplements. So I'm gonna start with the most important category to me, in my opinion, which is diet, what you eat. You know, as they always say, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. And to me, food is like the most important thing when it comes to like health. So the first item is meal prep containers. I love meal prepping my food. It saves me time, it saves me money, and it saves me energy into trying to think about what I'm gonna eat, especially for work. You can get these from anywhere. I know I've seen them at like Sam's Club, Walmart, Target, Amazon. Okay, meal prep containers are everywhere. Even if you work from home, you can meal prep your food, so you don't have to worry about what are you gonna eat. And then I feel like when I don't meal prep my food, of course I'm more tempted to eat out and stuff versus me already having something prepared and then spending an hour trying to cook something's already made for me. You could get them sectioned off like this, or like I previously showed you, where it's just one large section. I prefer to have one large section, that way I can just put all my food in there. And then I also love like these salad containers. I got this from TJ Maxx. It's a pretty large bowl. And then when you remove the top, it comes sectioned off so you could put like different toppings, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then it comes with like an additional smaller container so you could put your salad dressing, and then you can put it like in the middle. And then, like I said, this bowl is pretty large. You can fit like 2 salads in here, to be honest. And then I also use glass containers. I will insert a picture right here when I'm meal prepping. I like glass containers because they tend not to hold like the scent of food, as long as like plastic tends to hold the scent of food. So I really like using glass containers. I also have these right here that I got from Ross. Anything pink, I'm getting, okay? And then sometimes I tend to forget like utensils, so I went ahead and got this utensil set from Amazon so I can take it to work, and it just comes with everything that you need, and it's this pretty rose color and gold. It literally comes with everything that you need. I don't really use the chopsticks because I don't eat sushi like I used to, which now I'm thinking about it, I really miss sushi. But it comes with chopsticks, a knife, a fork, and this large spoon. You know, I put that in my lunch bag and my meal prep, and I am ready to go. Speaking of lunch bags, if you plan on going out or taking your food with you to work, of course, get you a nice cute lunch bag. Let me just preface this video. I forgot to mention, like, of course you don't have to get any of these things that I mentioned in the video. Don't feel pressured to spend all your money and buy a whole bunch of stuff. I accumulated these things over time, and these are just suggestions and things that I like to use. Lunch bags, of course, if you're gonna be taking your food to work, you need to put it in something, and it might as well be cute, right? So I got this one from Amazon. This one is a little smaller and a little tighter. Like, I wouldn't be able to fit this salad container in here because it's pretty narrow. So I use this for like smaller containers like this, and it fits like perfectly fine. And this has side pockets for your drinks and stuff. I just thought this was super cute, and it's tropical, and I like pink tropical things. And then I also got this, I think I got this a while ago, maybe from Ross or something. And this one is really wide, so you could fit like larger containers in here. So that's why I have like 2 different ones, just for a variety. Okay, next is going to be my water bottle. I fill this thing up every day with ½ gallon of water, and it has like the times and stuff, which I don't really look at, to be honest. But I like this because it can lock right here so it doesn't open accidentally. My daughter tends to like to open my stuff and spill things everywhere, so I really like that function. And yeah, it's not insulated or anything, but it'll do. I take this to work with me. I got this from Burlington. So next is shaker bottles as well. So this is useful for like if you drink protein powder. I like to use protein powder personally, and sometimes it can clump up. So it has like this metal thing at the bottom so that when you shake it, it kind of separates the protein powder. Yeah, I get like a couple of these. I also got this from Burlington as well. Speaking of protein powder, the one that I have been really loving lately is this Ghost Cinnabon protein powder. Oh my gosh, I've tasted a few different protein powders, obviously not everything on the market, but This has to be the best tasting protein powder I have tried thus far. I like to mix this when I'm baking stuff. I like to mix it in my pancake mix to add more protein. Oatmeal, this stuff is really good. It's 130 calories for 25 grams of protein, which is not bad. So yeah, this is my protein powder of choice. My husband also got the Chips Ahoy one. I think, have I tasted it? I don't know if I tasted it, but he said that's really good. I got the Nutter Butter one and the coconut one, and I'm so ready to try those. I can't wait to see what those taste like. But so far, this has been like amazing. Okay, so next I have what I made into a recipe book. I found this at the Dollar Tree like a while ago before I even started this journey, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. It says run fast, eat slow. I guess it's for runners. It's a meal planner for runner, but I mean, I feel like anybody can use this. It has a weekly meal prep plan so that you can write down every day what you're going to eat. I don't really write it down. If I want to track my calories, I just use my Lose It app. So throughout the planner, it gives you like seasonal recipes. So for example, this is what it has for the spring. It has seasonal suggestions, and then on the back it has a strawberry beet oatmeal bake. I've never tried these recipes, but I'm just showing you what is in the planner. So this is what a blank page looks like. And then what I like to use it for, there are blank pages in here, or dot grid pages, which you can write down your own recipes, or you can write down whatever that you're tracking. So if you're anything like me, I like to go on like YouTube or especially TikTok to find new recipes, new healthy recipes, or high protein and like low carb recipes. I'll save it, but then like to have to keep referring to your phone when you're trying to actually make the recipe is a little difficult, especially on TikTok when the videos are like a minute or less. So sometimes people will put in the description box the actual recipe, and I like to write them down in here. So that's what I do with this notebook. So I've written down like recipes for like a cinnamon roll, like a healthy cinnamon roll. And then on the back, I have like conversions for different measurements and stuff, because a lot of people on TikTok are not from the US. I don't know, I feel like people like me especially, and like other people, are like so close that we think like everybody's from the same place we are, and they're not. So they use obviously the metric systems. I just wrote down like all the conversions so I can know exactly how much of each ingredient to use. My next item that helped me lose weight is food alternatives. As I explained in my how I lost 30 pounds video, which I will link in the cards, once I realized that I was severely underestimating how many calories are in food, I started finding alternatives to different things. Like for example, instead of eating like regular chips that are high in carbs and low in protein, I eat like protein chips. There are these Quest protein chips from BJ's that we buy in a big pack, and it has like 20 grams of protein and lesser carbs, and it's about the same amount of calories, which is fine, but it's more macro friendly. At first the texture did kind of like wasn't sitting well with me, because it tasted like I was eating like a protein chip, if you know, like a protein powder chip or something. But like I got used to it after a while, and I actually really do enjoy it. Things like Greek yogurt, instead of like yogurts that are filled with like sugar and stuff like that, I just get Greek yogurt instead. It has way more protein and less sugar in it. Keto ice cream, I love ice cream, particularly cookies and cream, and they have like keto versions of that has less carbs, you know, instead of eating candy bars, protein bars as a replacement for that. And I have a couple of replacement items to show you, because it's better to be more visual than just to be talking. For example, if you are a coffee drinker like me and you like caramel drizzle on your coffee, but that tends to be laden with sugar, I get this Jordan skinny sauces, which has 0 calories and no sugar, but it's still sweet. This, I feel like it's kind of runny a little bit, but you have to sacrifice some things, okay? You can't have everything. And then they also have these type of syrups, you know, what they use at Starbucks and stuff. I forget what this is called for some reason. They had a whole bunch of these at Ross like during the holiday time, and I picked up a few, and TJ Maxx actually. So I put this in my coffee as well to sweeten it. This is my go-to. Stevia in the raw sugar packets just to sweeten my stuff. I haven't used refined white sugar in I don't know how long, even before I was doing this. But of course it's not just the refined sugar that you buy in the store. Refined sugar is everywhere in foods. So, and then also like reduced sugar or 0 sugar creamer. Oh, and yesterday actually I went to the grocery store and I finally found these sauces that I was looking for. These are the sugar-free G Hughes sauces, and I talk about Chick-fil-A all the time, okay? I love Chick-fil-A. And of course, Chick-fil-A has the Chick-fil-A and Polynesian sauces, which I love and adore, okay? Mainly because they're sweet, right? And that's what actually kick-started my realization of how many calories were and stuff, because once I looked at the calories in the back of one sauce, which was like 140 calories, I realized something is not right. I'm overeating my calories, and that's why I was plateauing and wasn't losing any more weight. So I heard these are like the dupes for that.
Ooh, child, I did not realize this was 100 calories for 2 tablespoons, y'all.
Famous clucking chicken sauce is 100 calories per 2 tablespoons, which is still pretty high, but it only has 1 gram of carbs and it has 0 grams of sugar, which is the point. And this one has 10 calories, 2 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of sugar as well. I tasted both of them yesterday, and it ain't Chick-fil-A. It's not Chick-fil-A sauce, okay? It doesn't taste exactly like the Chick-fil-A sauces, but it's doable for the sacrifices that you're making, right? So this kind of tastes like sweet and sour mumbo sauce-ish type of deal. It's alright, it's alright. This one did taste like the Chick-fil-A sauce. It was pretty similar, so I did like this a lot. But of course, you have to be careful with this because it is still like a lot of calories, okay? But it's not just about calories, it's also about the other macronutrients, as we all know. And then I also got this less sugar, less sodium ketchup. So next is the food scale that I use right here. This is the Arboleaf brand, which I also have the same brand in my body scale that I keep in the bathroom. What I like about this scale is that it comes with all the units that you need, like ounces, milliliters, grams. It comes in handy because, like I was saying earlier, with my food journal, and I like to write down recipes, not everybody is American, so not everybody uses the same system as we do. So when it comes to conversions, I can easily measure stuff in grams when people are using different units of measure. So that's what I like about that. The only con I feel like is you have to plug it in to charge it, I guess, which is fine, but versus like a scale with a battery, you don't have to replace the battery for a very long time. But I feel like I have to charge this pretty often, and then it sucks because like if you're trying to use it and then it dies, like that's it, you have to like wait for it to charge. Thankfully I have another one, so I could just switch over to another scale. When it comes to specifically diet, is my calorie tracker app. This is the app that I use called Lose It, and this is what I use to track my calories for about a year now. I currently don't really track my calories, but I think I will be going back to doing that because I kind of want to embark on this new low carb journey. There will be more with that. I like this app because you can put it in different plans, like high protein, you could put in keto, you could put in intermittent fasting. It'll have your goals, it'll track the calories that you're burning, and it connects with my Apple Watch or my health app, and it syncs up all the numbers together. So I really do enjoy this Lose It app. Okay, so the next category is fitness. When it comes to fitness, for me personally, I like to work out at home. I know not everybody's the same. Some people like to work out at the gym. For now, I save a lot of time, and of course I save money by just working out at home. At home, when you're working out, it doesn't have like every equipment, all the heavy weights that you would have at a gym. I just make do with what I have, and essential for working out at home are dumbbells, okay? Especially for like strength training. I have a variety of weights. I have like 10, 15, 20, and I think like 25-pound weights. I have 2 adjustable dumbbell sets, and it can turn into like a kettlebell. I get these from like Amazon. I found 1 pair of adjustable weights at TJ Maxx before, so just shop around. You don't have to get everything all at once. You can just get things like little by little. Okay, so next are resistant bands. These are some good quality, nice thick resistant bands, okay? I got these from TJ Maxx, and they range from light to heavy, and I like to put these on because it kind of increases the intensity of my workout. So if I'm working out at home and I put these on, of course it adds more resistance. And then on top of that, I like to get ankle weights. These are 2-pound ankle weights that I got from Walmart, and I put these on my ankles, and then I put on a resistant band, and let me tell you, you are working up a sweat, okay? I feel like when I work out with these and then I take them off, I feel like super light on my feet because I had so much like resistance pulling me down and making me work harder. So that's why I like these. Now, as far as cardio, we do have a treadmill that I like to use during my workouts. I use the treadmill before I get into my strength training. Some people do it afterwards. I like to do it beforehand. I also have a jump rope, so you don't have to necessarily get a treadmill, but I've also seen like walking, like smaller versions of treadmills that people put in like in their apartments and stuff, so that's a good idea. Before I had a treadmill, I actually had like a stepper, and I was using that, and I did lose some weight in the past with that, just a little stepper, and some workout videos on YouTube. So do what works best for you. Speaking of YouTube, I love YouTube workout videos, okay? That's my main source. So what I did is created a playlist on YouTube of like strength training. I did like 3 different playlists. So I have a strength training playlist, which you see right here. And then I have a cardio / HIIT workout playlist. And then what I do is I'll create another playlist called workout. And then for the week, I will add videos that I'm gonna do during that week from those playlists so that I'm not wasting time trying to search for a video on YouTube, because there are like so many workout videos. And I have a video coming up after this of my fitness routine. I will show you more in depth exactly what I do and how I plan my workouts. So yeah, I just cut on YouTube on the TV and I just select a workout video, and that's how I do my strength training or like HIIT and cardio workouts. And then of course I have my Apple Watch here to kind of track the amount of calories that I burn. I always keep it on this activity screen just so I can see, you know, how many calories I burn. And then I also like to see how many steps that I did in a day. I like to keep it between 7K steps to 10K steps. If I'm working in the office, then obviously I can't get in that many steps, so I try to aim for like 7K steps. But like on weekends and stuff, I can get in more steps. There are tons of fitness watches out there. You don't have to get an Apple Watch. I used to have like this very affordable watch that I would track my calories with. It was specifically for workouts, so you can get a watch from like anywhere. I like to wear a sweat belt around my stomach, such as this. This doesn't technically make you lose weight, but I feel like if I'm sweating in that area, I don't know, then I feel like that's a good thing, right? I used to wear like waist trainers and stuff, but I stopped wearing all that mess because I don't feel like it actually works to do anything. It keeps the bloating down temporarily, but it's very uncomfortable and it doesn't actually help you burn fat. Also, workout gloves for when you're strength training. If you tend to have like sweaty hands like me and you don't want to risk a dumbbell falling out your hand, I would suggest workout gloves. And as far as like clothes, I just wear any old thing. I'm working out at home, so I don't really care what the heck I'm wearing. But the most important thing to me as far as like what you're wearing for me is the bra, okay? If you're part of the big chested community like me, hear me out. So I went to Target one day and I found this sports bra on clearance. It looked pretty good, so I decided to buy it. So this is what it looks like. And this is like the design on the back. And these are the straps right here. And this is by the brand All in Motion, okay? So I brought the bra. First of all, I was even surprised that they had my size. Workout bras in like a bigger size, especially like a small band, but like a bigger cup size, is so hard to find. So I was like, oh, they have my size, I'm about to buy it. And when I wore the bra, y'all, I was like, oh my God, this is the best workout bra I ever experienced in my life, okay? I'm always used to like spillage, especially on the top and on the side. This bra like covered the entirety of my chest, even like the side and the top, very top portion. I think the bra was like $10 on clearance, and I went back, okay, and I couldn't find no more of my size on clearance, but I didn't care. I went to the regular section and I brought like a few more at regular price because these were the best bras ever. This is how another one looks. They're like full coverage bras, and the straps are very thick. They're not thin. I hate thin straps because they tend to dig into your skin really bad and causes like scarring. You can detach it right here, and I love the fact that it has like an adjustable back, so you can adjust it how you want. And they come in different colors. They just fit so perfectly, and then the straps are just so comfortable, like they don't dig into your skin. And yeah, these are the best workout bras that I have ever tried in my life. I went back and got several more because I was like, this is it for me. As far as clothes, the main thing that I care about are the bras, because especially when you're like jumping up and down, or when you're running on the treadmill, if you have a big chest, like if you know, then you know, like your stuff is like flying all over the place, it's spilling out. I hate that so much. And also on top of wearing the bra, which is already full coverage in itself, I also wear a bandeau right over top of it just to provide exteriority, especially if you're doing workouts that are like really active and involves jumping. That the bra plus the bandeau will hold you down, okay? And I have them in like a variety of colors. I got these from Amazon.
You got age in your favor now, but you know, if you don't exercise, maybe in 10 years your cholesterol might start to creep up.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that because I'm like, I exercise, maybe not enough.
Yeah, sometimes it also runs in the family that you just can't get that level up. Do you have a lot of family members with high cholesterol or heart disease?
Yeah, my mom did have high cholesterol.
Yeah, sometimes that's just genetic. And then your vitamin D is very low, so take a supplement. Try to take it every day.
Okay. And this is the bathroom scale brand Arboleaf. I like this because it comes with an app. and once you step on this, it will get your entire body composition. How accurate it is, I don't know, but it does determine like your body fat, visceral fat. You put in your demographic information like your gender, your height, and stuff like that, and it will determine all that information for you. And this is how the app looks like. When you first enter the app, everybody can have their own profile. So then you click on it, and then it will give you like the very first day that you step on the scale, it will give you like the change in numbers right there, and then your body composition and your goal at the bottom. That is how that works. Okay, so the last category is supplements. I know I'm emphasizing weight loss, but to me it's not just about weight loss. It's also having a healthier lifestyle. It's also about preventing diseases and illnesses and ending up in the hospital, and especially if you have a family history of diabetes or high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Losing weight if you're overweight is not just about looking good or feeling good. That is a part of it, but it is also about being healthy, being here for the long term. Okay, it affects like all facets of your life. So here I have some vitamins that I like to take. I like to take collagen, and this is just for like nails and hair and skin. So like if you have like brittle nails, my nails tend to break a lot, and like brittle hair, that's good for that. I take a multivitamin. I make sure that it has like iron in it and all the other micronutrients like folate and stuff, just vitamins that we tend to miss out on our diet. Of course, you get your main nutrients from what you're eating, right? But sometimes we can lack certain micronutrients in our diet, so we supplement it with vitamins. And this is just a multivitamin, multi-mineral vitamin from Target. I also take biotin and keratin. Okay, your girl is trying to grow out her hair. Okay, that's all I can say about that. An actual necessity for me is vitamin D. So I take this vitamin D3. I'm actually vitamin D deficient according to my doctor. I was actually on prescription vitamin D and then that prescription right now, and I'll just take some over the counter just to prevent disruption in that. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that consistent with taking my vitamins sometimes. So this is just 5,000 units. I should probably up this because I was taking 50,000 units at one point. You know, with working from home and being indoors all the time, I'm not really surprised. And that's why I was doing research on like micronutrients, because your health is everything as a whole, like body, mind, soul, spirit. One thing is out of whack, it affects other parts of your body. You get what I'm saying? Like everything is interconnected. Okay, so as far as like fitness supplements, I do take a pre-workout and creatine. I was struggling in the beginning when I was working out, waking up so early. Like I would be so lethargic that I couldn't even power through my workout. So I decided to look up into pre-workout, and I tried a few different ones, and I just got this off of Amazon. This is the scoop of something else. The scoop that came with this is huge, and make sure you read your pre-workouts and how much caffeine that it has in it. This has 300 milligrams of caffeine. Like that's an insane amount of caffeine, and I also drink coffee later on in the day. So I just got a smaller scoop from something else, and I put this in here, and I discarded the other one because I'm not taking that much pre-workout. And plus I don't want to feel like I'm having a heart attack when I take this. I'm assuming that's about half, so 150 milligrams of caffeine, and it gives you the pre-workout tingles, but it doesn't make me like jittery. And it also has like vitamin B12 and B6 for energy and all that stuff. So, and also take creatine. Creatine is supposed to help you with like strength and I guess muscle building and stuff like that. I did notice after I started taking this, I was able to lift like heavier weights. Before I wasn't really able to do that. So I don't know if that's because of creatine or because as you progress you get stronger. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, if these things work. I also take a fat burner, which I'm not gonna mention, is very popular online, but I can't tell you if it actually works or not. I do think some things are gimmicks. Like I'm not gonna lie, and I used to like, and I still do fall for like a lot of things that are like, oh, this will help, do this. And I'm gonna tell you right now, don't fall into all that stuff in the beginning of your fitness or weight loss journey. Just take it like one step at a time. Don't feel compelled to buy a whole different bunch of things and then not even use it or it don't even work. It's not really necessary. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the most important things that has helped me is having a better understanding. Reading articles, reading books. Yeah, I feel like the most important tool towards your weight loss journey and your health journey is going to be understanding your mindset. Okay, I feel like we are as limited as our knowledge. The reason why I feel like we tend to fall off of things is because we don't have a clear understanding of what we're doing or what it really means. One of the first books that I've read gave me like that aha moment when it comes to like food and stuff was this, Let Food Be Your Medicine by Dr. Don Colbert. Okay, he is a Christian author, which I love, and I did not know that at the time of picking up this book, which is so ironic. For the life of me, I could not understand why food was making us sick. It's making us obese. It's making us have these like chronic illnesses. I could not understand why would God put these foods on this earth and it's not making us well. I couldn't really grasp that, but until I read this book, it answered my question. Like, it's more so man's manipulation of food that's what's making us sick. The overly processed foods injected with GMOs and stuff like that, which is the reason why he got sick. So he really had to basically like reverse engineer what the heck was going on with his body to see what's causing the issues. It goes into like different illnesses like diabetes, dementia, Alzheimer, high blood pressure, and like the different types of foods that help with that, and the different type of foods that are probably causing the issue. And you know, we think that like certain foods are good for you that they're suggesting, especially with diabetes, but lo and behold, that stuff is still causing issues. So it's a really interesting book if you would like to take a look into it. And recently I finished this book called 60 Ways to Lower Your Blood Sugar by Dennis Pollock, and he's also a Christian author too. It's just so funny like how I just be like accidentally picking up these books. I guess Walmart has like books like these by Christian authors. I didn't really realize that at the time or purposely pick them out because they were Christian authors. They just so happened to be. I recently read this book, and the reason why this sparked my interest is because I have a family history of diabetes. I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with my first child. There will be more on that later, but it really helped my understanding about carbs. Lately, I've been so focused on protein, and I kind of neglected carbs, especially given my family history. And now I'm realizing like, wait a minute, like carbs are an important factor. We don't even realize that. I didn't set out to share books, but I'm glad that I did because I don't see a lot of people talking about actual information when it comes to stuff like this. So currently I'm reading Wired to Eat by Rob Wolf. I think he's like into the paleo diet. It limits grains and it's mostly meat. I believe in a balanced diet personally. I don't want to subscribe myself to a particular diet for long term, but if you know, of course keto and low carb can help with diabetes, especially. So if you have diabetes, I would suggest looking into that. But yeah, currently I'm reading that, and then I also have magazines with healthy desserts and stuff like that that uses almond flour or coconut flour, low calorie recipe books. Don't be afraid to pick up a book or to read an article to get a better understanding is my whole point. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my weight loss essentials and fitness essentials, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.